Am I the a-hole for starting the divorce process after finding out my daughter isn't mine? Wait, before I start, be sure to subscribe and like this video. I never say that in my videos. I just feel it's so weird and cringy, but you guys, I'm trying to get to 2K by the end of this month, so be sure to subscribe for more crazy and hectic Reddit stories. Anyways, let's get into it. My life is like a bad drama show at the moment. For some context, me, 33 male, and my wife, 30 female, have been married for 7 years. And what I thought was our daughter is 3. Looking back, this all started after my wife gave birth to her daughter. She suddenly became a lot more affectionate to me, was a lot more active with me in the bedroom life. She also made my favorite desserts a lot more often. She is a fantastic baker. I, of course, didn't suspect anything since even prior to her pregnancy, there were no signs of cheating, but also possibly could be that I just didn't look close enough into it. Well, this whole fiasco started 2 weeks ago after a day out with her daughter, and she just sat me down in the evening and came clean about the fact that her daughter wasn't mine. Her waterworks, of course, also started, and apparently it was a guy from the gym, and it lasted a month before he disappeared on her after he found out she was pregnant. Honestly, even typing this now, I feel like crying, since I thought I did everything perfectly, but she still cheated. As much as I wish I could say I had a stone face or something, I just started crying, and she tried to comfort me, but I just pushed her away. I felt so disgusted with her. After I had calmed down a bit, I just grabbed my jacket and left for a hotel, and while I was leaving, she just begged and pleaded me to forgive her, and that I was the only father her daughter knew. After crying myself to sleep in the hotel the next day, after I turned my phone back on, I had seen she had blown up my phone, and I didn't read any of it and just blocked her. After having a little bit of breakfast, I contacted a lawyer to start the divorce process, and at work I just asked for some time off, and my boss gave me a month off. Well, that's nice. By the evening, my mom and sister were calling me on her behalf and were on her side. That just hurt me even more. While I'm not proud to admit this, I did drink myself to sleep that night. After that night, I started staying with my best friend, and my mom and sister kept spamming and calling me. A few days later, after she probably got the divorce papers, my mom just sent me a long text that, to summarize, was that I should step up and forgive her and not abandon my daughter, and that she would disown me if I went through with the divorce. My sister and mom were against me divorcing her, but my best friend and his wife are saying I have the right to not want to be with her or take care of her kid. I'm split on this. One hand, I did raise the baby for 3 years. On another, I don't know if I could, in the right mind, raise the reminder of my wife, her affair. I think he means to say, like, if he can raise, like, the reminder of his wife's affair. Clearly, OP is very upset, so there's a lot of, like, misspelling and whatnot, and me leaving out some words, but it's okay. Poor guy just got cheated on. Edit 1. To put some context, my sister is infertile, so I think that's also partly why my mom doesn't want me to continue the divorce, since she would lose her grandchild. Infertile or no infertile, I'm sorry, but I would not support someone cheating on my child. Like, at the end of the day, to get cheated on is one thing, but to have a baby, to raise that baby for 3 years, and then for you to come to this, for someone to come and tell you that, oh, this child whom you think is your daughter isn't even your daughter, it's the affair baby of your wife's cheating. That would just devastate me. Am I the a-hole for pressing charges on my daughter's teacher? School just started and we're already having problems with everyone. My daughter's school has problems with fixing. The school called me 27 female because my daughter wanted to talk to me. I was confused because school just opened and it was already a problem. I don't think I'm overreacting. My daughter 6 called me crying because her teacher cut her hair. Literally, I can't tell you how pissed I was, and to know a teacher is so comfortable doing that is crazy. I went down to the school because someone was going to get it. I was in the principal office where my daughter sat and her teacher. I wanted to scream. My daughter has naturally long hair, but now her hair is cut short. I asked the teacher why would she do that, and her excuse was that my daughter had beads in a hairstyle, which didn't make sense to me because how is a hairstyle distracting? She said that I was overreacting. She was very bold, I will say. Listen, that felt like a lie because the teacher knew she had beads since yesterday and didn't make a problem, but not today. I know, yeah, he bring up race, but no, this right here is racist. I've seen 2 other girls with beads in their heads, but she decided to make any issue with mine. Another teacher was trying to hush me because this is a bad look for her school, but they need to know how to deal with situations like this. I wasn't letting up. I told the teacher that I would press charges on her because you just don't let this stuff go. Am I the a-hole? Edit. I see everyone's feedback and thank you. OMG, I'm getting so much support and I love it. I'm not going to the meeting tomorrow because I still have to look into my lawyer. And like some said, the media is so I promise if I have any update, you guys will be alerted. That sounds racist to be honest. Like it's not surprising. Like if someone said, "Oh, my child's hair was cut up by a palm-colored teacher at school." Yeah, like that happens a lot. Like that happens more often than people think. Like I've seen videos of little girls trying to compete in trying to compete in like sports activities and like their counterparts having ponytails, but God forbid the little black girl has a ponytail in her hair and they told her to like cover up or take it out. Like I've seen videos and I've heard stories, so I'm not surprised. But to cut someone's child's hair unprovoked, why would you do that? Even if the child's hairstyle is distracting, you call the student's parent. You don't put your hands on a student ever, 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 ever. Like, what is, like, sometimes these people are just being hired for the sake of, I swear, teachers are having an epidemic where they're just hiring any and everybody. No.